Good morning, DBS family. What a better way to start off your week than with us right here on DBS this morning? You know, we're going to be making sure that you start off your day with the best energy possible and really giving you that kickstart you're going to need to get into the week. I mean, it's Monday, but don't worry, those Monday blues won't last very long. Let's kick things off with today's show. Let's wake up in the know with our morning news highlights. Thank you so much to our dedicated news team for always keeping us so well informed about what is happening here in St. Lucia. Without further ado, I think we're ready to kick things off with the rest of the show. But first, we're going to take a quick commercial break, so stay with us because we will be right back. Welcome back, DBS family. Right now, we're coming to you from a place that I like to describe as where magic happens. Because we're here with the woman behind those beautiful outfits that you've seen Portia and Deshawn in when they were vying for the titles Miss Intercontinental World Plus and Mr. Intercontinental World. And you know, Deshawn took that title, and I feel like the designer had a lot to do with that because those outfits were out of this world. So we're here with Miss Lisa Barton. We have Miss Lisa Barton Volney, who is the first number one, who is the mind, the hands, the whole team. You're a whole team of people yourself behind those outfits. So how are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. Can't complain at all.
Now, let me tell you, from the second we stepped in with you, today I looked at that fabric on that head wrap and I'm absolutely in love. So, just, take us through how you even got to become a designer before we get into the marvelous pieces that you've been putting out.
Well, when I graduated from secondary school, there was a competition that I wasn't even aware of. One of my classmates said, Lisa, they're asking for designs for our graduation dress. You should draw a design. I did, and my design was chosen. So that's where I knew I wanted to be a designer. Before, I was fine with just being on the machine, being a seamstress. That was fine. But at that point, when my design was chosen, I knew I wanted to be a designer.
Talk about a sign. Now, from that one experience, you've been able to give so many people such beautiful designs, and I'm sure Javon will be showing you guys some of those designs. And like I said, we have been in love with the pieces that you put out for Portia and Deshawn, especially Portia's dress with the St. Lucian colors. She wore it to our first interview with her, and let me tell you, when I looked at that dress, it took a lot for me to realize that it was actually individual pieces of color. So, what fueled that idea for you? Because that just struck me as something out of this world.
Well, being born in Trinidad, yes, Trini to the bone, I am very patriotic. And when Portia said she's representing St. Lucia, I figured you had to take St. Lucia with you. So when we thought of doing a dress at the backdrop being Pigeon Island, but they could not get they couldn't get the photo shoot done then because there was a wedding. So she chose to wear it to her interview instead. When she mentioned that backdrop, I said, yes, and you just need to see St. Lucia flying high when you do that. So I said, I'm going to design a dress for you out of this world so that when they see that dress, they would remember St. Lucia.
And you definitely accomplished that with the piece that you put out. Honestly, I do a little bit of, the sewing machines and the this and the that. But boy, I'm not to speak down on myself. There's a lot of work to be done before I can attempt anything like that. I can't help but wonder, how long did that piece take?
It took me a day to do the front. Just the front, yeah.
Now, guys, she say a day. We might think that's a long time, but that's really fast for what you accomplished. Like I said, individual. Each piece of color you see on that outfit is an individual piece of fabric. All right, so take us a bit into your wider structure for your designing? Tell us a bit about your business aspect of it all.
Well, designing takes a lot in the sense that you have to know who you're designing for, what is the occasion, how you want the person to look, and then you have a body to work with. So I had a fabulous body to work with Portia. So I cater designs that would make Portia look good and not having to cater to something that, okay, we buy this and we have to fit your body into it. No, I designed clothes to fit her body because she was going out there to represent herself, especially based on what the pageant is all about. So I had to give her garments that would reflect her subtitle, positivity, persons not being cast aside because of their size, especially when you can't do anything to control it. So I wanted to give her designs that would make her feel that she chose a subtitle that was fitting for her person.
All right, and let's not forget Dishon as well, because boy, he was gushing about his outfit when we spoke to him after he got the title. For you as a designer, how does it feel being part of that process for the individual who captured the very first Mr. World Intercontinental title and really just brought it home with St. Lucia, obviously with your assistance?
It feels good because you know that you gave it your best and you saw that it was your best in the fact that he actually came away with the title. So there is not gloating, but there is some sort of satisfaction that you understood the assignment and you executed it well.
That's a very good note. She understood the assignment for all our TikTokers out there who will understand where we're coming from with that. All right, so I can't help but to wonder, well, for myself as well, if you know any other young aspiring designers out there, if there's any watching right now, what would you say to them in terms of taking that step to really delve into the craft?
Don't give up on your dream and don't let anybody tell you that you can't because you get better only by doing and doing and doing. So when you do something and somebody's like, no, that's not looking good, you shouldn't be in that, don't take that on because every disappointment is a blessing. You will start somewhere and once you continue to climb, you will get to that pinnacle. So don't let anybody tell you that you cannot.
And that is a message for you to start off your day with, if I have ever heard one. Lead you guys into the rest of the week as well. All right, guys, we're going to put up Lisa's contact information on the screen right now so you could connect with her through Instagram, maybe through Facebook, if you guys want to work on any projects. And you're definitely open to people coming up for their custom stuff as well, right?
Yes, I do. Well, I had a lot of customers pre-COVID,
Yeah.
you know. I also started classes. I teach sewing as well for persons who are interested because we realize that some schools have taken sewing out of the curriculum. And this is one industry that no one can do without. You may be able to walk down the road barefooted, but you cannot walk down the road naked. So I am here to pass on my trade in any way that I can because this is an industry that is needed, it's viable. It can be a business. It can also be a hobby. I mean, you may just want to do things for yourself, but it's a lucrative business. And I think that young persons should tap into it.
All right. Well, maybe that's something that some of you should explore. I know I'll definitely be in touch because I really want to work on my craft in terms of that. All right. All right, DBS family. That's it for us and Lisa right now. But, you got to keep in mind that you might be seeing her again soon. We keep up with our people here on DBS this morning. So stay tuned because we'll be right back.
Good morning, DBS family, and welcome to another episode of DBS's Lookbook. I'm your girl, Vanessa Henry Long, your certified image consultant and personal stylist. You would remember I brought you the first segment of personality styling, which I'm introducing to you the various personality styles so you can identify which one you belong to. We firstly spoke about the classic personality style, and today I am going to introduce to you the natural. Just to let you in on what personality styling is. Personality styling has a lot to do with your character and the traits of your personality being reflected in your clothing or your aesthetic choices. So who is the natural? As you can see today, I am wearing denims and I'm very comfortable in the way that I'm dressing. A natural personality style is an individual who has a personality or traits of character of one who's very relaxed, who's very comfortable, who's unpretentious, and of course, who loves nature. So if you are the natural personality or natural personality style, stay tuned because I'm about to introduce to you to all the great things that you can consider in upping your style as a natural person. For the ladies, if you are a natural woman, it doesn't mean that you are blah. A lot of the times I hear people say, oh, you're so natural, you're not fussy. Yes, you may be not fussy, you may be not into everything glam, but one thing is for sure, comfort is of most importance to you for the natural woman as well as the natural man. So for example, your hair will be placed nicely in a bun or not too over the top, especially as it relates to colors. The colors you would choose for your hair would be natural colors like black or dark brown, or maybe even a slight, if you want to put any color, a slight burgundy. This would be your color tones for your hair. As it relates to your hairstyles, especially for the men, you would rather go for a very clean cut, as you would see that I'm showcasing some photos of how your hairstyle will look if you are the natural person. Let's take a look, for example, for the ladies for your makeup. The natural personality as it relates to for the ladies, your makeup will be one very minimal. I am not saying that you may not be a lady who loves to have the all glam look, but there's a time and place for everything. So your makeup choices would be clean, it would not be over the top, and it would be very much earth tone. So for example, your lips, you would rather lip gloss or a color that is very close to your lip color as compared to a popping red lips. So this is your makeup as it relates to a woman who has the natural personality style. Let's now look at your clothing choices. Your clothing choices would be again very comfortable, very natural, nothing that is too tight, nothing that would prevent you from moving, nothing that would be too figure hugging. So for ladies and for the gents, as a natural individual, or what I would call a natural personality style, you would rather anything that would make you feel very comfortable, any materials that are natural and soft, for example, cotton and even linen as well. These are your go-to fabrics as it relates to your natural personality. Let's take a look now at the colors that you would wear. For a natural individual, you do not go for the bright popping colors. No, that is a no. So your go-to choices as it relates to colors are your neutrals. And when we talk about neutrals, just like the classic love the neutrals, the natural woman and man love the neutrals as well. So these are black, your navy, your chocolates, your beige, and of course whites. You love whites, and any color that is close to nature like the green and the chocolate earth tone, this is your go-to. And of course jeans colors like what I'm wearing right now, your denims, this is perfect for you. So if you think of anything that I mentioned earlier and you can identify yourself through the aesthetic choices that I spoke to earlier as it relates to the hair, as well as the clothing and the colors, and even things like the makeup that you would wear, you are most likely a natural. And remember, comfort is key for the natural individual. Now, I'm not saying that there are not various degrees of natural. You can be a pure natural, you can be a romantic natural, you can be a classic natural, you can even be a natural with a bit of edge and a bit of pizzazz. But generally speaking, if you have the natural in front of any personality style, it just means for you comfort is key, and you most likely would have a personality that reflects one of warmth, that reflects one of seriousness, and of course that reflects one of an individual who cares about nature and loves everything that is pure and vegan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment that I brought to you today of personality styling as we discovered the natural personality style. Thank you so much for joining me, and see you next time on another episode of DBS's Lookbook.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's Soca Size session. Leading the wine, we have Sarah, Laurie, and Shani. Let's get ready to sweat with Soca Size. For this morning's workout, we will be doing a cardio Soca Jam routine to Do Play That by Marshall Montano. Let's get moving. So we're going to begin with our right leg, toe, tapping, hands side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1, pump the arms, pump. We're moving the core as well. 4, 3, 2, now we're going to shuffle, push, move those legs, turn, turn, turn. Gonna tap, tap, and pull. Tap. Four, 3, 2, left leg. Let's go. And my low impact, you can skip the jump and just tap the leg. 4, 3, 2, pump, and 4, 3, 2, shuffle, push, turn, 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 pull, and 4, 3, 2, 1, tap. 4, 3, 2, 1, pump. Hey. Push. Turn. 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 Left leg. Tap. 4, 3, 2, 1, pump. 4, 3, 2, 1, push. Turn. 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 That was this morning's session. Thank you for choosing to flaunt with Soca Size. We hope that you're feeling sexy, sultry, and strong.
All right, DBS family, that is a wrap for today's show, but it's only the beginning of your day. So you already know this is your official invitation to be great without limitations. Go out there, have a wonderful day, and stay safe. We're going to be looking out for each and every one of you on tomorrow's show.